Thanks, John. Well, if you're watching today and your family involves any kind of co-parenting, this next segment is for you. I've got the great Alicia Price back in the studio with me to help us with some new tips and resources to make that process easier. I am so happy that you are here. We always get a little smarter whenever you're here.
Yes.
We started talking about co-parenting, and we had you on the show early on when we first started this show, talking about that it doesn't have to be scary. Yeah. Tell people a little bit of your background and why this is a skill that really a lot of people should try to hone.
Yes. So first and foremost, I'm a co-parent. I have a 22-year-old son, so I like to say I'm not new to this, I'm true to this.
Yes.
So I understand what it takes to be a co-parent, and I love to share with people that co-parenting is not just about a relationship that has gone awry or where people are not together anymore. It's really about working together to raise children. So I have a background in family mediation. I'm a motivational interviewer, positive psychology, human services, family studies, all the stuff. And I have my own lived experience as a co-parent. So I put all that together and I help people make it through their own family journey.
I love this. We're now in a new year.
Yes.
A lot of people want to change their habits, especially those that will allow them to have healthier families and family structures. So you have some tools for us. What are some things people should be thinking about? And I want to talk about this this card situation, this card game that you have.
So what's important though is communication, right? We always say communication is the key, but we're not teaching people how to effectively communicate. We point out when it's not working, but what about what they need to do to make it work? So we have family meeting cards. They're prompts that help the family work through communication. It facilitates a more positive way of listening to each other and getting to the crux of whatever you need to decide as a family. And so it's a really cool opportunity to learn to do things differently and to really hear each other.
I love these. I know we were looking at these a little bit before. First of all, these are very cute. Second of all, I think that every family needs a little help with this because we think we know how to have important conversations, but sometimes you don't. And just to kind of run you all through this, I just opened up a card and it says, who is best informed on the topic or area up for discussion? It's a simple question, but maybe if we stopped for a second, asked it, we would be able to get a little further in what we're trying to do. That makes sense.
And think about a 16-year-old that reads that card. Who's best informed on what a curfew should be? Probably your parents. And that's not your parents telling you that. It's the card asking you the prompt. And so it gives you the opportunity to have that accountability and to put your voice into the space and just kind of say what you're thinking and what you're feeling and actually be heard. And what I really love about the cards is it gets us out of the routine of how we communicate. There's always somebody who talks too much. There's always somebody who overtalks somebody or who hijacks the conversation. And the cards give you some structure. It facilitates a healthier way to communicate.
And before I let you go, you also have a podcast. Tell me about that quickly.
Co-Parenting Confessions. We are talking about co-parenting in a fun way. We're being authentic and true to what co-parenting looks like. And it's an absolute must listen to and watch on YouTube. And we're just having a good time and we're changing the narrative one episode at a time.
I love it so much. Thank you so much for making something that is very scary for folks not as scary. We got tools, y'all. And of course, we'll have all of that on care11.com/news. We'll be right back.